This is Cruising Down the River for Claire.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Claire. If you will go along with me, we'll travel with the tide, and I will always keep you on the sheltered side. However rough the way may be, the water's dark and low. Through the stormy weather, I will always steer you home. Cruising down the river a Sunday afternoon, when you love the sun above, waiting for the moon, the old accordion playing a sentimental tune. Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon, the birds above all sing of love, a gentle sweet refrain. The winds around all make a sound like softly falling rain. Just two of us together plan a honeymoon. Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon. Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon. God knows what that sounded like. Like I always say whenever I do anything with this, what you hear is my voice in a nice balance with this very loud instrument. What I hear is that and
You just sing
nothing.
it forwards.
I
and
can
I can't even hear what
feel
it sounds
singing.
like because I'm stood
I can
behind it.
feel singing. I have no idea what it sounds like.
It's going straight to Patricia's face and
God.
this microphone. So, about this song, Patricia.
Well, yes, thank you, Claire. Claire is a playwright, a singer, a musician, all-around Renaissance woman who has this wonderful, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a company, an arts organization. It's a well, I guess, series of different creations. I should have asked her how to describe it. It's called The Telling. Look up The Telling. There will be links. There will be links. The Telling, Claire Norburn. You can just look it up. She's got a project about Dickens. It's touring right now. So if you're in Britain, do go see it. I mean, very interesting stuff. Her stuff is always fascinating. And then every Christmas, there is this, all through December, there is this wonderful tour of carols, very, very ancient ones, and then Victorian ones and all things in between, which I'm a part of this year. I'm wearing a red velvet dress, and I'm part of The Telling. Great honor. So yeah, do check her out. And she is a big fan of Dennis Potter, which is why she's requested this, and also Pennies from Heaven, which you might have seen. Hopefully, there'll be a link. So Cruising Down the River on a Sunday afternoon, everywhere, including on this music, it says, two middle-aged lady musicians. You never see that with men, do you ever? Two middle-aged male musicians. Never. But it's not just here, it's all over the internet, that two middle-aged ladies. It's like saying the International Monetary Fund was headed up by a grandmother, which was on the front page of the Times, wasn't it? Grandmother. Nothing against grandmothers. It's just that since when does that become your dominant characteristic? So many, grandfathers out there, but they never say that.
It'll change in the way it's reported in that sort of thing.
Hopefully. Anyway, Eily Beadell and Nell Tollerton entered this into a competition in 1945. It won. It was actually, the tune was by Ena Dayne, who didn't know how to write music, so it was transcribed and arranged by Eily Beadell and Nell Tollerton. the middle-aged ladies in question. And Ena Dayne was she was a music hall star, and she came up with a tune, and she just went around singing things, and she made her debut at the age of 10, I think in the Hippodrome.
Like we did.
Was it the age of 10 or 1910? Could have been both. In any case, she retired in the 1950s. She started as a child star, and she came up with this tune. So Ena Dayne, thank you very much for this tune. So it does sound earlier than 1945,
yes,
because she came up with it much earlier.
It does sound, like the generation before.
Yeah, and you're playing it that way with this. The old accordion playing. That's an old accordion.
But also
literally true.
They're conjuring up even earlier, though, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They
like
are.
Gay 90s sort of going on a boat.
Yes, but of course in the 1940s, no wonder it won, because the gay 90s was having a massive resurgence at the time. It was a sort of thing.
It hit the ground running at the right time.
Just like the 90s are having a resurgence now, but a different 90s.
Very different 90s. If you want to make a request on this here living room request, you can do so at patriciahammond.com/requests, or look in the description. I said link twice now. Link. I'm speaking so fast.
He's doing a lot of jazz. It involves licks. So they tell me.
But also, go to my channel, Matt Redman 98, or by searching for Matt Redman harp guitar, because there are recent uploads.
Yes.
Patricia mentioned so many times, there's nothing on there, but I have actually uploaded within the last month. So go there and watch the recent harp guitar videos. It may or may not interest you to hear me playing alone. And I talk, well, I'm not going to lie, in medium musical and guitaristic detail. So if you do play the guitar, or you're interested in some of the times that I talk about music and how I play it upon the plucked string instruments, then I do urge you to go down there. It is and always has been linked in the description of this video, but we know not everyone can access those.
That's true. Speaking about jazz, which is totally off topic, we were in my husband and I were in a hotel room recently, and at night, if it's a white ceiling, if a fly gets in and it's nighttime, it thinks that's the sky, and that it can just simply fly up, and it'll fly up and away. So it just bounces against the white lit ceiling. And it was just doing that. I was going do, and Paul, my husband, he was using the movements of the fly to do some mock jazz scatting. You know what's coming, right? Yeah. Mock jazz scatting. And I tell you what, if you use a fly as your guide, you'll sound very jazz.
Yeah.
Because it goes boing, 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 and then it goes boing, boing, boing. Oh, it was very funny. It's very funny. Just if a fly gets in and does that, that is a way you can cope. If you can't manage to get, I'm very good at corralling, and we call that
fly management.
I'm very good at fly management because I had 2 pet chameleons, and I didn't like to have to buy things for them to eat. I would catch things for them to eat. So I'm very good with flies. But I was having such fun watching Paul do that I just let it kind of do that for a bit before I caught it. It was really fun. That was off topic. We just mentioned jazz.
But we know that a lot of people who stay to the end of living room requests,
instead of links, you said licks.
To hear fly stories and so on.
Switching off at any point. You can, as my old English teacher used to say in school, she was British in Canada, so she kind of leaned into the archness of it, which most of them do. Most expats from Britain do that in Canada. They get more accented as they go rather than less. She used to say, there are 2 doors in this classroom, and you can leave out of either one of them. One leads to hubcap polishing, and the other leads to ditch digging. You can leave at any time. You can switch off at any time, of course. I don't know about the hubcap polishing.
You haven't mentioned that before.
She's funny. I know, I repeat myself so often. That's why you stay to the end,
and that's why people go to Patreon to support Patricia Hammond there, which you will find in the link in the description, but you can just search on patreon.com for Patricia Hammond. Right, there we are.
As if you didn't need any extras. You've already got them. Thank you so much, Claire. We're very honoured that you would ask us to do it.
See you later, everybody.
Thanks
for sticking.
Much.